is going on, guys? It is Arx Guns, and I just want to say right now, man, I have never been able to fire a pistol so quickly and so accurately before. I know the C2 and P are cheating, but this is like hardcore cheats. Keep in mind, man, I'm just a regular Joe, like anybody else who likes to shoot guns, just sitting on this rock in space, trying to figure out what's going on. But outside of that, man, let's go ahead and start the review on the Staccato XC. So you're thinking of getting an XC. Well, that's me too. When I first held this in my hand for the first time, I mean, ever since I've heard of the DVC P lines and XC, and I saw one, which was a while back, I have always wanted an XC. I'm very grateful and I'm very lucky to be able to own one of these. This is not an easy gun to get. This is, yeah, it's very expensive. But man, what an amazing gun. Dude, this thing is flat. I mean flat. Very flat. This is very, very easy to shoot. It is very accurate. It is very, very fast. The C2 and the P are quick. This is way quicker. I was very impressed by it, man. And dude, check out this compensator. I mean, huge. What is this? Look at that. Huge, huge, huge comp on that thing, man. Absolutely fantastic. And let's get this. It's not loaded up or anything. So we check. I just want to put the mag. Looks so nice with the mag like that. But yeah, there's nothing in there, man. It is empty. Let's go ahead and start from top to bottom on this one. I am running the Dawson Precision's optic plate. It's their V2. I'm running the Trijicon SRO 2.5 MOA. It works really good. This is actually my first SRO. I'm getting used to the 1/3 co-witness that it kind of holds on these firearms. Let's see if I can show you that right there. Put the brightness up real quick. There we go. Yeah, so it kind of holds like a really high 1/3 because it technically is centered on the glass like that. It's a little adjusting to do to find it. It sits a little higher than most of my other dots, but it's not bad, dude. It's fantastic. The window's huge. As a matter of fact, the window's so huge and this gun's got so little recoil that the dot doesn't leave your window, and that's how I'm able to create these follow-up shots so quickly. And if you're looking at that video, you can see how like my barrel, I don't know if it's a good way to indicate the recoil on there, but it's just one of the ways that I see from the video. But you can see, man, like how when I come up from my draw, where my barrel or my light or that aligns with like the wall, you can see how it lines up. It's on the same spot. So you can see where I fire, where I see my target, I fire and come right back. And it is instant and just boom, 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 and you can go faster and faster and faster. And I mean, the flip up on this is barely nothing. Absolutely impressive. But yes, I'm running the SRO. The Dawson Precision's plate, X300, comes with the Dawson Precision's magwell. The XCs will come with a plate from factory. The C and P2 and limited don't. I have a C and a P. My pop's got a limited P, and yeah, it doesn't have one. But yeah, the XCs do come with one. I would hope they would come with one. They're pretty expensive, so they should come with a plate. But dude, absolutely amazing gun. Hammer super smooth, just like the rest of them. Ambidextrous safety, very tactile. And let's show you this. How they kind of did the cutting around for the front post. It's pretty amazing. They literally did it so clean. It's such a clean way how they did all that. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very clean. Keeping it outside the slide so that way it doesn't move while the slide is reciprocating back and forth. Absolutely fantastic pistol. And yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually go ahead and go into a breakdown of this right now and show you kind of like what's inside of it and what you're paying for. This is the Staccato XC. So let's see what you're ultimately paying for. It really is a giant comp on there. But yeah, let's check it out inside. It is empty. To take it apart is very easy. It's just like the rest of them. Line it up right there. Push that out. Let me actually hold it in place for a sec. Yeah. Push that out of the way. And then you can grab this. Take it right out. And there it is. So when you go to take these out, these are under the Dawson's guideless tool rods. So when you're sliding it out, that's your frame. This is after 450 rounds or so, and it's looking good. Yeah, this is right there. The barrel itself. So when you're gonna go take this out, you push it forward, hit the little button right here. You can see it lifts the lip and it grabs it once you grab that right there, kind of twist it, comes right out. There's your toolless guide rod by Dawson Precision. This is literally part of the stuff you're getting for it. And man, here's the crown jewel. And I will say, for this slide, dude, when you're taking this out, it is precise. I mean, this is not, if you don't have this perfectly lined these straight up, this is not coming out. You really got to have this, like, look at that, the precision. You really got to have this perfect on there. Here's the slide. Amazing how they did the cut and engineering on it. Here's the barrel itself. Super nice barrel. How they do the front post on there is amazing. Let me see if I can, yeah, there you go. See that? Really nice. And if you can tell, there's like all these little waves, or not little waves, but there's like these slight waves. If you can see it from the barrel. Let's see. Slight adjustments on the barrel's thickness, which is going to allow it so when it's kind of going in, man, because if you notice, for a compensated gun, this barrel like barely moves at all. So when it is physically going in there, I'll show you right now, you got to have that perfect. So when it moves and it comes out, dude, the barrel doesn't, like other barrels, it doesn't fly up. Sorry, a little hot in here. But yeah, absolutely amazing. This thing was absolutely worth every penny. I love it very much. I've never been able to fire something so nice like this. The mounting system and everything for it is great. Amazing gun. Absolutely amazing gun, man. If you guys have any questions on the insides of this, let me know. I'll be more than glad to show you anything else you might want to see. Yeah, absolutely amazing build quality. They really did the inside of this XC like very precise. Is this a duty gun? Absolutely not. I mean, I guess it can be if you want to run it as a duty gun. It's meant to be a competition gun, but I could see why it could be a duty gun. It'd be a big old duty gun. But, you know, for me, it's a fun gun for the range. But yeah, the engineering behind this firearm, how they did all the cutting, all the slides, the insides of it, how they did the comp for it. When it actually slides back, I mean, that barrel barely moves. I mean, it is like, look at this. And that has to do with part of that barrel of how they have those slight adjustments. It's just absolutely insane. There is no movement of this comp. What a fantastic gun. Another thing I want to point out too, man, is their new, like, I'm not sure if it's their Generation 2 grip. Much nicer, this one. More like a grip tape. Much nicer. I think it might be I mean, if anything, it's a hair smaller. Not by much. But it is much grippier, much nicer. I definitely prefer it this way than the way they usually come with, which is kind of like this. So I mean, that's the old style, which I'm going to be stippling that out. But yeah, and then new style. So I mean, even the front. This one's much grippier. I like it a lot more. But yeah, man, absolutely amazing gun. You're going to love this thing. If you decide that you want to go and invest in one of these, I think you're going to be very happy, and I think you're going to be very impressed. Yeah, you're going to be making some quick shots. You're going to be able to make some really far shots really easily. My range, the longest distance that they have there is 18 meters. And I haven't gone out to shoot further with this one yet, but man, at 18 meters, it was like cake shooting the bullseye out there. It was not very hard at all. Once I started getting really quick, consistent shots, even at 18 yards, I bumped it all the way back in. I started like around 10 yards or 7 yards, and then I bumped up to 10 yards. And it's just those drills you're seeing, boom, 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 boom. And what I'm ultimately trying to do is create like 2, 3, 4 shots in a group. For example, if I am 7 yards away, I try to keep it within a 6-inch group. If I'm 10 yards away, I try to keep it within an 8-inch group. And I try to get a whole bunch of shots inside that 6-inch or 8-inch group at 7 or 10 yards. And then I do a quick reload and I try to get my 4th or 2nd or 5th, whatever shot it is, inside that grouping. And that's kind of what I was practicing. And dude, I was nailing them. It was insane. It definitely has to do with how the slide comes back and it feels less recoil, the compensation giving you less recoil. The trigger is so light, and a lot of new shooters don't realize how important the trigger is and where you place your finger, whether you have it like this or whether you all the way through, or if you do just a tip, once you figure out how you fire your gun, what works for you, finger placement, and when you have this right on the right spot and you go for your shots, dude, quick, accurate. Between the combination of the light trigger, the compensation, the slide, you're just asking for an accurate gun. You know, one of the biggest issues is that these triggers are heavy. So when you want to go press and fire, when you press down, you pull your gun down. This trigger's so light, you ain't pulling the gun down. You're just hitting quick shots. Absolutely impressive firearm, man. You guys are going to love this thing if you decide to get one for yourself. If not, the C2 is amazing. There's nothing I would carry but a C2. Just amazing. And then there's also the P, and you can do something like that one. And the cool part about the P that I'm not sure if a lot of people are thinking about, if you cannot get an XC, you could go with a P, get the threaded barrel with it, and then Dawson Precision sells their ice comp, and you can actually comp out the P, which would technically, when the comp is added, the compensator is like about the same size. It's long, dude. It actually makes it's longer than the XC itself when you add the ice comp on there. Even right now with that micro comp, it makes it longer. So imagine the P with an ice comp going ham, and then the XC. That's a badass video. It's a badass review. I'm gonna look into it. Like I said, my pops has got to limit it. Let's see if he lets me go out with it. But yeah, man, if you guys like what you see, please subscribe. Please like. It goes a really long way. And yeah, man, y'all stay safe out there.